for all of you watching. Our next guests are from Japan, Nao Shibata-san and Mike Yamazaki, who is the founder, right, from the Indie Games incubator in Tokyo. And Mike's gonna interpret for Nao. And while we ask Nao a couple of questions, we're gonna play Ninja or Die. And I don't know, for whatever reason they thought I might like playing a game about ninjas. And yeah, I guess they were right. So I just don't know where they are.
They are actually ready. It's just that you go on talking and talking.
Just bring them
so
in.
We can't bring
Lift
them
the
in.
curtain.
Lift the curtain.
There you are. Ohayou
Good
gozaimasu.
morning. Good morning now. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
Let me introduce ourselves properly now that Nico finally stopped talking. Good morning, everyone. Good morning in the chat. My name is Astrid. I go by she, her, and I'm head of events of devcom. And I'm very much looking forward to our first Let's Play this morning of devcom's NRW Indie Expo. And as you can see, I'm not alone, but I got my lovely colleague Nico with me, and also Nao Shibata from Nao Games. And Mike, as Nico just introduced and said, who is going to help out to actually translate, because it's more easy like this. And as Nico also said, Mike is the chairman, is the chairman executive producer of Iggy, which is the indie game incubator in Japan, right? And Iggy was established this year and is currently incubating the first 5 batches, the first batch of 5 teams, among with Nao Games, Ninja or Die, which we are going to play right now, actually.
Great stuff.
While Nico is starting the game, maybe we can take that few seconds that Nao can introduce himself and tell us, like, in a nutshell, who he is and what the game is about.
柴田さん、自己紹介とゲームの紹介簡単にお願いできますか？
はい。私は2004年から2021年まで同じゲーム会社で働いていたんですけれども、どうしても私自身会社に勤めていると好きなゲームを作ることができませんでしたので、それで独立いたしました。独立したのが2021年の2月からで、それで、この忍者話題を今作り始めているところです。なので、このゲーム、今8月なので、とりあえず8ヶ月ぐらい現状作成しているところで、春にはリリースしたいと思って今、ゲーム制作しております。このゲームはですね、2D のローグライク、プラスピクセルアートというようなゲームで、マウスでポイント、画面をクリックすることでですね、好きなところに飛んでいって、どんどん敵にタッチすれば攻撃できるので、どんどん攻撃して、とてもスピード感のあるようなゲームにしております。以上です。
So basically, Nao-san been working in the same gaming company from 2004 until 21. So about like 17 years in the same
Wow.
gaming company, doing both art, design, and programming himself.
Wow.
And working in a company, he wasn't never able to work on a game he wanted to work on, the project he was passionate about. So he established his own company just this year in February, and he been working on the Ninja or Die since then. So it's about 8 months that he's working on this game by himself, and he plans to release in April.
Wow. Okay,
So
that's not a long time.
That would have been my
Yeah.
last question for today. But it's
Okay.
good. I would just write down. It's
Sorry
going
to
to be
go ahead.
April 22.
But about the game, it is 2D roguelike pixel art game where you move, jumping around, pushing just with just controlling the mouse. So the game really gives this speedy feeling, and the feeling of like joy from jumping around and slashing the enemies when you go by. So
maybe the regie can show Nico's. Yeah, thank you. Let's jump into the game and see what the game is actually about. So, as I understood, now you are a single developer. That means you have done everything by yourself, even like the sound, all the stuff, or did you actually hire other person or work like in a co-production with other person for, partial stuff of the game?
基本的に全部ご自身で作ったわけですよね。サウンドとかも特にコラボせず。
はい。すべて私、画像はそうですね。
All the work you see has been done by one single person.
Wow, that is so amazing, especially for that short amount of time, like 8 months. I'm very impressed. Like, the whole team was very impressed, and that's why we're so happy to welcome you in this year's devcom NRW Indie Expo. What was your inspiration for that game?
こんな短期間でここまで作り込めるのはチーム全員がかなり感激して今回ここにお招きできたことを光栄に思ってますと。でこのゲームを作るにあたってどういうものにインスパイアされたかという質問です。
はい。これはですね、ダウンウェルというこちらもインディーゲームのピクセルアートのゲームなんですけれども、こちらは落ちていくゲームなんですけれども、もともとこれを結構参考にして作成しました。
So I don't know if you guys know about Downwell, an indie game where you just fall from the top. That's basically the game that is kind of a point of reference.
Okay. No, I haven't played this one, and I'm currently trying to figure out the controls. This is definitely takes some getting used to, but it's got some cool flow. I have no idea yet what I'm doing, and
I'm wondering if you shouldn't play that game actually with a controller.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe we should ask now.
You can do both. ちょっと操作にちょっと困ってるみたいで何すればいいかわからないみたいなコントローラーの方がやりやすいかっていう質問なんですけどマウスの方がやりやすいですよ。
そうですね、どちらとも言えないですけれどね人によるかもしれないです。コントローラーでも人によってはコントローラーの方がやりやすいという人多いですね。
You could try the controller in the next run. I think it's more easy than Nico is a person that always plays with controller, but now he's playing with keyboard and mouse, and I think he's not doing that great.
I just have to figure out how the controls work in the first place, because.
So you basically point the direction you want to jump, and then you jump, unless you want to do a super jump and hold the button.
Exactly. That so much I figured out by now, but it takes some time getting used to the visuals. I love them, but so now this is gonna hurt me, and so I get the idea behind it, but I assume this is one of the games where you actually need some practice. But once you get into the flow, you can do some crazy combo shit. So this is exciting. I love it.
このゲームの多分
Sorry.
このゲームっていうのは多分ちょっと操作に慣れるまでは時間かかるけど操作が理解できた時点ですごく気持ちよく飛んだりコンボをもう気持ちよく決めることができるんじゃないかなっていう。
はい。
これ
今やられ
Pardon. I'm sorry.
どうぞ。
これ今やられてるのはですね、どんどん右に進んでいくのが目的のこれおまけモードみたいなやつで、左の崖から押していただくとですね、普通のステージが遊べるようになっています。
So this is like a bonus stage where you're just moving to the right, but if you just drop, the normal game would start.
Okay. So basically, this village that I saw at the beginning, this is where I can choose different stages.
Yeah.
So let's try another stage.
If you go to the left side, it will be like a the let's say proper game. First stage.
Understood. Mission number 1. So maybe
That makes a lot of
this
sense.
pleases
right
you a
now.
bit more. In what
これでようやく分
development
かった
stage
と。
is the game right now? Will there be voiceovers?
音声というか声優の声とかって入れる予定ですか？
今のところはセリフとしては入れる予定はないです。
So probably not. Voiceovers are not planned at this moment.
And in which development stage is the game right now?
今の開発段階っていうのは大体どういう感じですか？
そうですね。今のところはですね、全10ステージを最終的には予定しているんですけれども、今のところは、ステージが3まで入っています。
全部で何ステージでしたっけ
？10ステージ。最終的には10ステージ。
So, it's planned to have like 10 stages at for the commercial release, and currently there are like 3 stages already implemented.
So is it alpha or beta or?
No. Huh?
アルファって言いますかね、これ。
そうですね。アルファぐらいです。
It's about alpha.
All right. And I would just post the link of Nao's Twitter account in our Twitch chat. So if anyone wants to follow Nao, you can follow him on Twitter. It's in Japanese, but I know that there is a translate function actually on Twitter, so you can pretty easily follow his updates and news.
So just for me, some gameplay questions. So I just realized, okay, you can do these kind of wall jumps. You can hang on to, I guess, certain surfaces like these spots here. You said it's a roguelike. No. Oh yeah, okay. You said it's a roguelike. So basically, when I die, I have to start over, I assume. But is there any sort of progression system planned into the game?
Nico, click full screen, please.
すでに操作性とかちょっと分かってきたんですけど、このプログレッションシステムについて教えてもらえますかっていう。
プログレッションシステムというのは、
どうやってキャラが強くなっていくとか、
はい。
なんだろう、攻撃の種類がどうやって変わってくるとか、そういう話です。
成長はですね、ゲーム中では敵を倒していくと経験値が溜まって、それでレベルが上がっていくという形ではあります。それによってヒットポイントとか攻撃力とかが高くなるんですけども、ローグライクなので、これは、違うミッションに行くとリセットされるという形ですね。でその他にもですね、ちょっと今まだ未実装なんですけれども、キャラの攻撃力とかヒットポイントとかをこちらは永続的に強化できるようなモードも入れる予定です。あとまたそれに合わせてですね、武器を持って帰ってですね、それを強化して使えるようにするということも考えております。
So basically, like the amount of enemies you kill is directly linked to the experience you gain. So that makes you stronger. However, since it's a roguelike, like every mission you clear, the experience is, you start from scratch again in terms of experience gauge. And it's not still implemented yet, but it is planned to like implement more powerful weapons or upgrading your attacks and such.
Okay, cool.
For example, one of the weapons would be like a shuriken. So ranged weapons that you'd be able to use and switch.
That's cool. Is there will there be some Metroidvania-like elements as well that, for example, does it make sense to revisit? I mean, when you die and you start over, does it make sense to revisit older levels again? Will there be sections that you're
dying.
It's okay. I'm ninja. I don't care. I will be revenged. But does it make sense, for example, will you get abilities or something that will allow you to, I don't know, like get into secret areas that you couldn't visit in your first run through? Is there something planned like that, or is it just, upgrades in terms of physical abilities?
メトロバニアみたいに要するに周回プレイみたいな、例えば少しパワーアップした後で前の段階のステージに戻ってなんかこれまでなかったコンテンツをアンロックするとか、これまで見えなかった謎の通り抜けの道が現れるとか、そういう面白さも含まれますかっていう質問です。
はい。今のところはちょっと入っていないですけれども、繰り返して遊べるような要素も入れる予定です。
So, right now it's not implemented, but definitely now it's thinking about making a lot of replayability fun. Such ideas also be implemented here.
I could very well imagine that this is one of those games that, especially if you play it on Twitch, if you, I don't know, include some time run feature or anything, I mean, this basically screams for it. But I am not gonna lie, I love it. Once you get a hang of the controls, and if you get a feeling for the rhythm and how long it takes to charge your abilities, and how much you have to charge them. I like the variety in the enemies. That's some of the enemies you just simply cannot attack from right beneath them. The power strikes, that's a lot of so this is how you die. So
that's why it's called Ninja or Die.
Yes.
We also have some people commenting in the
chat.
But
die with honor.
I will, of course.
And those people in the chat, our viewers, are actually highlighting the great design and the great art design. So, for instance, Electro Schnitzel wrote, the style looks so crisp, and I can only agree like 100%. The style is so cool. And another person, Charles the Dead Lizard, they actually wrote, I love the art design. The mix of pixel and some blooming lights backgrounds works perfectly from the ambience. I can just agree on that.
What's also a lot of fun, I mean, this is like once you actually hit an enemy, that subtle impact that you get, so it gives it a bit more oomph, like it.
And the sound effect, no, that is combined with the point of contact with the enemy, that gives this feeling of satisfaction, you know.
Oh yeah, satisfaction, exactly. That's the word I was looking for. It's super satisfying.
As we are slowly, unfortunately, already coming to an end, and we already talked about that the game will be released next year in April. Will there be a playable demo or something like that? You know, our viewers can already play or download before.
I think definitely yes, but let me ask. 柴田さん、今例えばこの実況を見てる方々がプレイできるようなデモをどっかに置くとか、そういうことを考えてますか、という質問です。
はい、考えております。今、多分私のツイッターの私のツイッターをフォローしていただいたら、そこにですね、私のこのゲームの公式サイトの URL を記入しますので、ではそこにデモを置くようにします。
So please follow Nao's Twitter. He will post like an official game page where he will post the latest build so that you can play and try it for yourself.
I will post his Twitter link again to the chat.
And I got one final question. I gotta ask. Is it gonna be cross-platform, PC only, or consoles as well?
今プラットフォームは PC だけでしたっけ？
スイッチもできれば考えております。
So PC Switch first, and then probably other platforms.
Awesome.
Cool.
You have a new buyer then, Nao-san.
Thank you. 必ず買いますと。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much, both of you, for joining today's live Let's Play. Is there anything else you want to, tell our viewers before we're going to end this Let's Play?
I don't want to end this Let's Play because I have a lot of fun
Stop it,
actually.
Nico.
柴田さん、そろそろ終わりなんですけれども、その前になんか、一言皆さんにもし言いたいことがあれば、ぜひ。
そうですね。これは、まあ私がどうしても作りたかったゲームとして出しております。で、来年の4月、春頃か、まあ頑張って、今作成しておりますので、まあ出たらぜひ買ってください。お願いします。
So this is the game I'm really putting all my heart into. It's been a game I always wanted to create, and will do my best to deliver it in in spring next year. So please, hope you will enjoy the experience.
Thank you so much. This
Thank
was really great. And for all the people watching, also the ones that have access to Pine and to devcom itself, if you want to join another panel with Mike as one of our panelists today, actually, about incubators, basically from everywhere in the world. This is going to be an awesome panel. Make sure to check in. I think it's 1 p.m., right? I don't have the schedule completely in mind, but I think it's 1 p.m. German time. Make sure to check it out, but hopefully we can even, just like upload the clip at some point in the future. Thanks so much.
And also,
Thank
if
you
you
very
have Pine Access, you can definitely watch Nao's booth and at NRW Indie Expo. So my colleagues are talking to my ear like I have to say goodbye. Okay, goodbye.
Thank you.
Take care.
So
Thanks so
Goodbye.
much.
Thank you very much.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Soon.